What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here. Welcome to a very late box office report. That's right. I wasn't going to do one, but I was like, no, there's some significant stuff that has happened over this weekend that I had to talk about. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give you, of course, the domestic rankings, but I'm going to talk about the overall international box office because we have to. It's a big part of what happens, you know, if sequels get greenlit and whatnot. We gotta look at the whole picture. It's not just us. Okay, we can't be selfish anymore, guys. So here we go, guys. Top 5. Coming in number 5. Still running. I mean, it made its budget back. The Emoji Movie. As much as people wanted to see this fail, it's not looking like a failure. It made $6.6 million over the weekend, bringing that grand total to $63.6 million. $50 million budget. And overall, it's made $97.2 million. So, yeah, it's you wouldn't be surprised if there was a sequel. That's oh, boy. Coming in number 4. In its second week, which is just not gaining any traction, of course. The Dark Tower, and it made $7.9 million over the weekend, bringing that grand total to $34.3 million. And, yeah, worldwide, $53.6. Yeah, $60 million budget. It might make that back. I don't know. Let's see what happens with that. Coming in number 3, one of the newbies over the weekend, a movie that nobody really asked for. The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature. $8.9 million over the weekend, and that's pretty much it. I remember I came across like the director and one of the producers, I guess, like, hey, guys, a movie came out that we did. It took us 3 years to do, and I'm going, 3 years, huh? Well, that sucks. Coming in number 2 is still running very, very strong. Dunkirk, and it made $11.4 million over the weekend, bringing that domestic grand total to $153.7 million. And then worldwide, we have it at $363.7 million with a $100 million budget. So that's yet another success from Mr. Christopher Nolan. And then coming to number 1, I don't think anybody saw this happening. And again, my review's not up yet because it's been such a crazy kind of weekend. I just still haven't been able to edit it. It'll be up tomorrow. Surprise hit, surprise everything. This movie wasn't supposed to do well. It was supposed to flop. It was supposed to be a critical mess, but it wasn't. Annabelle Creation. $35 million over the weekend. Jesus, this is the third movie, well, technically the fourth movie in this franchise, but a third Annabelle movie. The second one was panned and not done very well. And then we got, you know, David F. Sandberg in here going, okay, let me just do an origin story. And it's not supposed to do this well, but it did. And it had a $15 million budget. $35 million. It's already a huge success. And worldwide, yeah, $71.7 million. It's a success. Yeah, you can expect more Annabelle. Well, I know they're going to do The Nun and stuff like that, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, we're going to talk about, of course, our gorgeous gal. That's right, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman! And it made $1.5 million, still in the $1 million range. After 11 weeks! That's crazy. And it finally exceeded domestically $400 million, currently at $402.2 million. That it got to, and then worldwide it's at $797.1 million, which is great, which it'll hit 800. So I'm not going to take too much longer. By the end of this week, it'll definitely be there. So a huge, huge success for that. And then SpiderMan Homecoming, I know a lot of people some people on the DC side still want to shit on this movie. Well, I mean, it's understandable because, you know, everybody said Batman vs. Superman was a flop. They even said that with Suicide Squad, and obviously those movies were not flops at all, and neither is Spider-Man Homecoming. We can't be hypocrites here. It did exceed $300 million. It currently, domestically, it's at 306.4, and then overall, worldwide, it's at $702 million. So yes, $170 million budget, 702 total. It wasn't a flop, that's for sure. So I think, yes, a lot of people, of course, it should be a $1 billion movie if it's Spider-Man. But, you know, some people, like I said, I think the normal crowd goes, again? We're getting another Spider-Man? Again? You know, I'm pretty sure that's what the main thing is. That's why maybe the general audience didn't want to go see it, because they're just like, again, with this shit, are we going to see Uncle Ben die? And, you know, all that stuff. But, yeah, we didn't. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about what happened over the box office. What did you see over the weekend? And like I said, my Annabelle review will be up tomorrow. I just haven't had time to edit it. So yeah, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff that is above my head. And shirts in the store, guys. All right, I'll talk to you later.